Hello traders, welcome to this daily live Forex trading session with me, Evan Biddle. I am a Forex trader, economist, and mentor, trying to help you becoming a better Forex trader every single day. So we are going to go through what has happened today, what do we expect for tomorrow, and what do we expect for the rest of this week. What are the short-term entries, targets, and goals? And yeah, I think that's pretty much a good expectations for today. I do welcome everyone today, that you are well, that you have had a good trading, that you have been profit. Cheers to that. Yeah. What else? Trading Forex is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Whatever has happened in the past doesn't need to happen in the future. So, what can happen in the market, it can crash all of a sudden. So, be safe out there. Don't risk money you cannot afford to lose. Hi, Random. Hi, Zama. Been away, yes, and you have been here. Very much welcome. Welcome, everyone. Great. Can we talk about gold? We can definitely talk about gold. Yeah. Let's see what we can discuss there. Yes. The other thing that I really want us to have mentioned once and for all is this is my birthday week. Hey, Kevin. Very much welcome. Today I am turning a large number. I'm getting older, so yeah, soon kids and all those things. But no, it's my birthday week this week. I am actually turning 30. Well, thank you for the appreciation. Yeah. So that is on 4th. That's 3 days until 3 days until that. So that would be a blast. Am I going to have a party? Probably not, because Norway is closed and you're allowed to have guests a lot. So, what do we do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do there? Great. Gold. So, you're very much welcome to give out your pairs. I will try to follow you, but still have some structure into what we're discussing and what we are seeing, okay? Great. Also, if you have some entries, some struggles that you have into trading, maybe this is not the place to come. Well, you have a Discord if you want to be private chatting me, or an email, forex@beetle.no. If you want some help from me, I'm here to help you. So, for free, by the way, at least for the first hour, and so I can try and see and give you some value and give you tips. That's what I kind of do almost every day, trying to help you guys become better traders. So, gold. What is happening with gold? Have you bought gold? Have you sold gold? The thing is with gold is this isn't moving. Gold is not moving either higher or lower at the moment. I would just extend this range bound thing to including 1874 and say, until this is breaking, we're not going anywhere. There's nowhere to be doing anything at all. Then I mentioned yesterday in my... That wasn't yesterday, was it? It was yesterday. In the weekly Forex forecast, I said for gold that if we get priced down to this area, which I've already marked out, and I've already marked that out in gold. I haven't done that yet, have I? Of course I haven't. I was supposed to do that today, apparently, but I haven't done that yet, so I will do that later. Where this is the area I would like us to see buying opportunities coming in. Doesn't mean we should buy in this area. It has to come down, or if it comes down, that would be great if we can jump out of that area and then go higher. Target is 1979 or 19th of February. That is my target. So we shall see which comes first, and I will be more time-based than anything else. RandomX says, do you think GU is an ascending triangle Thursday can be a catalyst for 138 and above. Negative interest rates are not consideration as per analysis, and the inflation remains under control. Also, the vaccine rollout could be a sign of recovery in the economy, and the stimulus is again on the table. Your take on it? Okay, I'm just going to continue with gold, and then I will discuss that with you. What I just want to see is some kind of break higher, some kind of break lower, some kind of break higher, and some kind of break lower, and then we can see the fly off. This can happen in that manner, it can happen in that manner, or it can happen like that. It doesn't really matter how. But I want us to look for buy, or want to, if price comes down to this area, I want us to reject it as a buyer, and if not, we have to look at 1750. That is my take about gold. Gold is not to be traded. It's too risky. It doesn't trend. There is no market. Stay out of it. Okay? Great. The other thing that I want to say to you about pound dollar is that what is BOE going to say about the forecast? What are they forecasting? That is going to determine if it's going to go higher. Yes, pound is probably going to go higher, but if they lower their forecast, the growth forecast, pound will fall. If they're now going to say that they are considering negative interest rates again, pound will fall. Now, RandomX, you would say that yes, it's under control, but what you don't have at the moment is, let's see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it. United Kingdom, and I would say this month. And I would say CPI. CPI comes out, is currently at 0.6 and the core is 1.4. The problem is the lockdowns. The problem is what happened with the stallment of the lorries at the border. The problem is people are not seeing the growth out of December as you would like to see. I think it was Norway today. Did they have CPI today? I think it was. Where no results this month. Nothing at all. Okay, apparently nothing at all. Where we had significant drop in retail sales for December because, well, people can't really go out. So I don't have too much hope for this pound thing. I think it actually can surprise us. And I don't really think that, even though the PMI is great for pound, great number today, I'm a bit skeptical. I want to be, when we get a good number, I will then act instead of hoping for something. Because as far as what I see out of pound in Britain and UK, it's not positive signals. But maybe I'm wrong. So pound can go both directions depending on what the BOE says this week on Thursday, on my birthday. And we will take it from there. Especially when it comes to interest rate meetings, I'm not going to gamble up ahead of what is going to happen. I would rather trade the fact that what they said. Because in that day, it might be volatile. But if it's supposed to go higher, there is 66% of the move is this, and 33% is this move. So if this is a 100 pip move, there will be at least 200 or 300 pips up here, which is more easy to trade than to trade the spike out of the interest rate decision. Gold has many times rejected 87. Yeah, correct. And we will remain bullish on it until it breaks. We just have to wait for it. So, to summarize, the pound is I'm a wait and see and then act. The other thing that has coming in on the COT report for pound is that we are more bearish. The other thing about February is generally down. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to go down like that, but it tends to turn lower. It hasn't turned lower yet, but I'm still tilted to the downside. But I will trade it after the fact, after Thursday. All right. Yes, the vaccine can maybe help out. It is a good thing that is happening, but you still have the heavy lockdowns, which is still the main consideration for the economy. All right. Another thing that we have tomorrow is we have the RBI tomorrow. The other thing that they are now going to discuss is also the growth forecast on the RBI, which is important to look out for. And then you probably go and check some of these news and says, okay, what are they expecting about? What are they expecting about Australian? There's always something, like someone has made some kind of preview. Yeah. Okay. So the preview of whoever this is, the FX chief analyst, says that the dovish stance seems quite unlikely. All right. So they're expected to maintain policy, while the economic outlook could be upward rise, but quantitative easing is here to stay. And it is had the risk of falling further. Okay, great. Then if we just take their kind of rule, then we would say, okay, this could be the buy, because that's a monthly buy for Australian dollar, US dollar. This is the sell for Australian dollar, US dollar. So what should we do then? Okay, this is the buy, this is the sell, and it happens at 3 AM tomorrow. We will trade after the fact, and if it's after the fact that it's supposed to go lower and it goes higher, we will activate our orders when we get our reversal up here, targeting 75. If it falls further fast down to 75 as one straight candle down, that is all too early to reach target. That would set up a bullish move. Hi Soma. Great. Hi Evan, can you give analysis on pound CAD? I will do so shortly. I just want to have this one in mind. So if you are thinking, oh, this looks like a great price, probably is, but it's not a higher high situation. So you'll probably want to see some kind of higher high and then pull back. So you might want to wait until Wednesday to enter a buy on this one. If you're a seller, you would wait to 76.80 or 77.30.20, then take it lower. So still sells are still up for positions in determining, depends on what the RBI says tonight at 3 AM, whatever it is. So we'll just take it from there. Pound CAD, pound CAD. I haven't been here for a while. Okay, all right, we have a breakout. Okay. Smash that like button, mate. Well, at least on Wednesday, if I go live on Wednesday, well, I don't know. Do you want to have a party on Wednesday? No, it's not Wednesday. It's Thursday. It's actually Thursday. Great. So it's almost Friday then. So if you live in Middle East, that's a weekend, isn't it? Yeah, should be a weekend then. So for pound CAD, what are you expecting? What is your expectations for the month of February? I would say that's a good place to sell. The other question is, how is CAD going to react? I want this to weaken. So weaken, strong, this can actually rise. So I would say if price comes down to 74.40, I would look for that matter. But really, people, whoever gave me this one has to. I would love for you to give me pairs that trends that you can make tons of profits easy instead of fighting the market for an entire month of nothing. This is great. I can trade that. That is amazing. But this is my waste of my time and probably just adds losses. Now we can look for that. But after that, no, wouldn't do that. Great. Does anyone have trouble with the video solution? Really? Like it says it's not optimal. Then what kind of thing am I sending in then? Some kind of things we need to change for next time then. Whatever. BTC USD GC visuals. I haven't seen you around before. Have you been here before? I always love new friends. I always love new people coming in. That's amazing. I should like give you $1. Like for every new guy that comes in, I should give you $1. If you bring a friend, not the guy that came in, but the guy that brought in a friend, should get $1 just for the fun of it. But that's what you call paying for friends. We don't do that. I want to rather be giving you money in this market instead. Great. Just joined. Wow. Well, I was supposed to stream in minimally 720, but everything is set up for 1080. So I need to investigate that. That's terrible. Just 480? What? Well, someone needs to talk to YouTube and say, hey, why are you giving me such bad solutions? Probably it's a setting that I've done. So, great. Where was I going? I was supposed to go somewhere. BTC USD, great. Okay. Okay, bro. What I just said was 70 to 40. Some kind of stop loss down here, 73.30. That is your other price. You can also look for a buy at 73.40. And then stop loss below 72.30. 100 pips stop loss. If you can't hold that much, sorry, mate. Shouldn't be too leveraged. BTC USD. Okay, that is not what I'm normally using. So we have Coinbase. Aha. Okay, I talked about 40 being a top. I then also might have said that if, as long as we are below 40,000, we are not bullish. Okay. The other thing that might have happened is that Wall Street Bets came in and bought something. Maybe. But other than that, nah, nothing much. The question is, what is he going to do next? I have a small warning for you. What is your expectation for February? I want you to have like. For me, this was very difficult when I was trying to trade out. Like, how can somebody ask me what is your view for February? Okay, what is your view? Up or down? Generally speaking, are we going to go down? Are we going to go up? And in the end, you're like, yeah, you find something, and you're like, you're something wrong, something's you're right. And in the end, you become so great at it that you can amaze your friends, and they will be like, wow, dude, how? And you're like, great. I would generally say, since this is following the stock market, I would use my buys for the stock market, and I think we're going to fall in February. Why are we going to fall in February, mate? First of all, that's a sell price. Second of all, that's a sell price. And third of all, that's the target at 23,500. Why am I looking at that? Because I think that we need a correction. Not because we need to, but because I want to, just for the fun of it. I have a theory of that. Because as long as we're below 40,000, that is the goal. And the day we break above 40,000, great. But you need to prepare for the worst, hope for the best. Plan for the worst, hope for the best. And that's what I see at the moment. And then we can maybe come down to maybe only 28,000, say, hey, we're going to go back up again. Great. Still validates my plan of being bearish, at least until 15th. Great. Just go back into Forex again. You know, Forex is so great. So anything else on BTC, USD, Bitcoin? Are we great on that? I can't remember when I made that top though, but another thing about pivot points is that is the projected top for January. Price went a bit higher, great, doesn't matter to me. But can you see that we didn't continue rising? And that's set at 35. I didn't say 35, it would even be 37. I said that would be the top. So now I'm thinking down to 23,000. Great. Great, amazing. What else, mates? What else can we do? With a drunken sailor, what should we do with a drinking sailor? What should we do with a drinking sailor? Late in the evening. DXY. So I had a live yesterday, I guess, where we talked about this being the buy price, and worst case was this being the buy price. We were right. Boom. Great. Other than that, nothing else. Well, we're done. The other thing that worries me a bit is that we are quite fast up to take profit for the week. And if this is the price we reacted up from, we are targeting 91.32. Now, that is the premises. We're definitely bullish. We're definitely breaking higher on dollar pairs, on dollar index, meaning we should go higher. We should go lower on euro. If we then go to euro and ask, hey, euro, how are you doing today? We are looking into lower prices. And what is a theory of myself in my life is we will hit target early in the week of NFP. Is this a week of NFP? Yes, there's an NFP on a Friday. That means that we will hit this target early. That would be Monday or Tuesday, latest Wednesday. We are already at 2068 and target is 2035. So we're knocking on it. Do you think there could be a deeper reversal on pound yen? Yes. I think that it all depends on what BOE says on Thursday, but that could spike a deeper reversal. Deeper reversal, we're still uptrending and we're still having small pullbacks though, but deeper, like down to 139, yeah, it's possible, but you need the help of Bank of England for that to happen. All right, great. Boom. Can actually type that in actually. So, what are you expecting now for tomorrow? I would just say, okay, great. Look for a pullback at some kind of daily pivot. That would be back up to 2080 and then down to 2040 or 2025. So there's one last scalp for this week to the short side. Could Governor Bailey completely brush off the negative interest rate talk? Will this result in a bullish pound? Yes. If he says we are not going to do it at all, that is going to send the pound up. That is what I call fundamental news. That is important information you as investors and analysts need to listen to. Those are the things like if NFP comes out, I don't really care about NFP. But if you don't care about reading what is coming out of tomorrow's interest rate meeting with the RBA, if you didn't care what came out of the Fed meeting, reading that, just a summary, just a first page of what they are thinking, maybe some commentators saying something about it that would enlighten you. Yeah, that is where you should be. That's where you start becoming a better Forex trader. When you see those larger moves, understanding what really drives prices. Okay? It is not hedge funds. It is not the big boys, unless you call the big boys central banks. I've actually made a video about that, but the whole point is, this is the time I bought Euro USD. This is the time I took profit. Now you can laugh as much as you want because it went higher, but now it's already lower. So if I'm still holding that trade, I would be paying money to hold it until now, and I wouldn't have made a dime extra. Right? That was the target. That was the target. That is fundamental news. This is noise. Now we said from 2020, January should fall. We went a bit higher. Sorry about that though, bro. Coming back down, coming back down. Oh, we're coming back down. And the target for the month is 1950. And we are basically at the end of it. Just knocking on it. So yeah, great. If you are a buyer of New Zealand, no, Euro USD, I will do Euro New Zealand soon. If you are a buyer, this is the place you should start buying. That is where you would look for the reversal. So 1, 2, maybe another one, and then higher. Some kind of bounce there. So there might be some fighting down here, but this price, I don't think it's going to stand at all the pressure of going higher. This is not bullish, so if you're a buyer, just wait for it. If you're a seller, boom, boom, we got profits. Euro New Zealand, I have so much nostalgic, is that what you call it? Nostalgia for this move. This move was absolutely amazing. So mentorship took that. I didn't take all of it at all. That is such an amazing move. And then we took this one all the way to the top. That was such a fun race. And then the other one was, I then said from 1st of October, so not necessarily the top, from 1st of October, we're going to fall. Of course, it did fall at the beginning, but looks like a great deal to me. And then with the other move we took, did we take that one as well? Yeah, so we absolutely crushed Euro New Zealand last year, and then we stayed out of such mediocre trading. Now we're coming into this area. What do we do now, bro? What are you gonna do? Is this support? Is this support gonna hold? No. Do you know what it is in this market situation? What is really hold? How can you tell that the market is actually trending? Let's see. Resistance, no, support broken. Support broken. Support broken. Support holding. Support holding. Support holding. Support broken. Resistance holding. Resistance holding. Resistance holding. We are bearish. Great. So this is supposed to turn lower. This is supposed to turn lower until it breaks higher. Now the question becomes, if it makes a new low, breaks this support, and then comes back and then breaks, that's when we become bullish again. Until then, we're still bearish. Then we're looking for the month of whatever. So there's already on 28th a front run. What is a front run? That means that on Thursday last week they already said, yeah, this is the sell price for the next month. It's true. And then on Friday, they said, yeah, that's the price for the aggressive. So they got two prices to sell, and now we're just turning lower, down to 166.42. That's the target. If we hit that before 15th, you would probably see a counter trend back up to 169.34. Well, it's on Thursday, Sarah. But yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay. So target for this month is 66.42. And we're probably, if you can get lucky, to get price back up to 69.32. And then you would see a price coming down here, bouncing, and then ending at that price. Great. What else? Who else was it? That was Iqbal. Hi, boss lady. Very much welcome. Then we can go through some. Just want to make another section. That will be CAD section. And then we can do New Zealand section, maybe not. Some yens. We haven't done yens yet. This one is interesting. It's a range. Oops. It is a range. It is a range. So yeah, great. Nothing else to say here, other than this is a sell price. This is the buy price. This is a buy price. And this is a sell price. So if price comes up to 80.50, that would be a great place to sell. The other one is if it comes up to 80.35. So in between here, you would look for sells. That would be a great place to look for sells. Great. Then we'll do that, and then that, and then that, and then that. So, great. Euro USD chart. We will do Euro USD. No worries, no worries. And this one, I won't be aggressive on it. I'm just going to be. That is the plan, and then we shall see how it works out. But that is definitely resistance. It can go higher. And yeah, it all depends what RBA says tomorrow morning. Well, not tomorrow morning, but in some hours, they have an interest meeting. Then we'll take it from there. Great. That was a buzzer. Who was that? That was Pinterest? Really? Thank you, Pinterest. You're interrupting my life. Oh. Does anyone have a wife or a girlfriend or anything where they signed you up for Pinterest because they want to share your ideas with you, And that's the only reason why you have Pinterest. Continuation down. We'll go through that. So Canadian already has its sell price today. Congratulations for those who took that sell. I didn't take it. I'm not trading with Canadian so much, but just mentioning for you. Pricing coming down to 87. Euro yen had a great run today. We had an entry on market open here. Then I should have is not a good word today, but should have entered at 26.90. That would have been a great sell. The other question is, am I aggressive? Yes, I am very aggressive at the moment. We haven't really turned bearish until kind of now. So for tomorrow, whatever price you get at, I guess, this box here, you would look to, okay, great, you can take it up and then down tomorrow. And what's the target? Target was 25, 40. Great. So yeah, I'm definitely up for the bearishness on euro, definitely up for the bullishness on yen. I don't know if I will get yen strength, but I will definitely get the euro weakness. So I'm already break even here. So can't lose money. Pound yen. Then pound yen. Yes, I said yesterday we need to break 143.40. So if we do that, that would be great. And yeah, looking for the lower side. I don't know if it can go down to 41. That would be great. But I think that we will just tap into 142, 142.50 area before going higher. I think that's most likely area. Okay, great, all good. So currently, yes, we are tilted. We are going to look for downside. We're probably going to look for, that is most probably going to happen, but we shall only see. New Zealand yen coming up for a new sell today. That's great. A lot of sells today. Not really moving. I don't know what's up with New Zealand, but we are supposed to go lower. I want it down to 74. I don't know if I will get it, but that would be a great trade. So since we're just struggling at the moment, I am fearing that we're actually going to go higher, and that would just put my stop loss. Activate, but that's all. So I'm thinking we're going to go down. I'm thinking this is a great place to sell, and I'm thinking should make a new low and then pull back and then sell it again. Okay, going back to euro. I just did it earlier, I remember now. So what really was, this is a fast market open, meaning we didn't really come up to sell price for the week. We just went down. We haven't really retested, and we have just continued down. And then target is 120.35. And if we hit that tomorrow on Tuesday, that means this one is over. But then for the week, that's for the week, but for the month, I am hoping that we are able to get price down to 119.50. So we still have some run, but I don't think that, I think we'll more be like down there and then back up again before selling off. NFP can be the catalyst for the bullish run to sell it next week. Just have that in mind. That once the week we take profit early, always have a counter trend. So if we hit that early, you might lose all your profits, and we will get all the way up to, we can even go up here. That would be a great place to sell. If we can get that, that would be awesome. So I am 80 pips in profit. Should I hold for the monthly target? On which pair? Yeah. So what I would do for you is, well, I would do, this is a financial advice or what you should do, but what I would do personally for myself and myself only is I would take profit on half of my positions on the weekly target, put the rest to break even and let it go. Mostly because we are counter trending. This is not the move for the trend. We're just basically borrowing the trend at the moment. So yeah, because we are in a large uptrend, we are just borrowing it, and we have to kind of expect just come down to double bottom, new higher highs, and then we can go back down during the game to stay the level, but we are still going to go higher. All right. If you are 80 pips in profit, take profit at 20.35 weekly target. Keep the rest, break even, then see what price does. Great. That's what I would do. Which is stop loss to entry point. You're welcome. What else do we do, people? Can I get a like for that, boss lady? That would be great. Could have helped you out. That would be nice. I do expect this one to fall for the January, February. That doesn't mean that we should fall, and we will fall. But I just want to mention some critical prices for you. As I mentioned, 22.50, 19.50, and 120. This is a buy price, this is a buy price, and this is a sell price, depending on which turn it comes into. Great. Let's surf. You asked about EUR USD continuation down, and now you're asking about pound continuation down. Pound is not down, so there's no continuation. The question you might ask, are we going to fall? And if you look at this chart, it is very bullish. The other thing that you might look at is this is the buy price. 136.34. This is the buy price at 35.80. So what you're seeing now is basically price coming into the buy area to go back up again. So I wouldn't say continuation down, I would just say pull back to buy price. But if you're going to play it like I would play it, there is nothing to play here. It's not a setup, it's a range, and if you come down here and start selling here, you're selling at the buy price, and that doesn't work out. Like, it's totally counterintuitive for me. I don't try not to buy in the buy price, so I would just let this one go. The times that you lose money is the time that you didn't plan properly. Probably not. That was a bad word. The times that you do lose money can also be prevented because you didn't plan well enough. Also, I don't think that's a good opportunity to risk my money. And if you just go back up again, it wouldn't look like a sell price. It wouldn't look like a bearish price point. And also, you're very early because we haven't really reversed. It's still very much an uptrend. All right. Good on you, mate. USD CAD. Okay, let's see. Here we have some prices. that I said today. Great. It's today. And then let's go. Said that was the buy price at 27.80. The other one is 27.29. Good on you, mate. You got profits, you got entries, and you got all the way up to 29.26. If you didn't buy it here, I don't know what you are, but that is the most obvious buy price I've ever seen in entire 2021 for USD CAD. This is not a buy price. This is a buy price. It says scream buys. It screams buys. And if you're not right, if you come down here, great. Doesn't really matter. But this place here, I think I said it twice, 3 times, 4 times. Like, mate, if you're a Forex trader on USD CAD, that's where you need to be. And if you didn't catch it, don't beat yourself up for it. But I just want to say something. Plan next time. Be ready next time when you see such a setup. Okay? Great. I will go through something extra now, and then we will probably terminate this. We have 46 minutes coming in, and most of the pairs has been covered so far. Great. Now, US oil is currently in a range, but all of a sudden found strength. It found strength to go up to the weekly take profit already. That is very concerning for buyers because that is all too early. What does that mean? That means, mate, you see here, coming into profit too early in the week, it sends the price in the other direction. Comes in too early, sends the price down. Doesn't necessarily reverse it, but yeah. Comes in too early, reverse the price. Comes in too early, reverse the price. Early. Comes in early, sets the price back up again. So really, I think this then will send price back down maybe to 52.84 before going higher again. Great. But I wouldn't buy here by a million years. Great, guys. What else? I have one last pair to show you, and then I think I will wrap it up. It's pretty late now, so yeah, great. All right, thank you guys for joining. If there's anything you need, everything, all the links is in the description. Mentorship, merch, Discord channel if you want to talk to me and get help. I was live. You can audio chat with me on Discord, like not just to call me, just go to the audio chat. I will be there with you, and you can talk to me. We had a lot of fun this morning, so I will probably do it tomorrow as well. I will be live tomorrow evening as well at 19:30 GMT +2, which is my regular meeting. This was just an extra one. So if you had any fruit of this one, please give it a like, and yeah, boom. Have a great day.